All right, friends, gather round. Let's talk about something truly fascinating that might be growing right in your garden or available at your local health store. A humble little plant called Gotu Kola. You might have seen it, those pretty, fan-shaped green leaves floating in ponds or creeping along the ground. But don't let its delicate look fool you. For thousands of years, especially in traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, the ancient healing system of India, Gotu Kola has been revered as a powerful brain tonic, a natural ally for sharpening the mind and, crucially, improving memory. Imagine that. A simple leaf that could help you remember names better, recall where you left your keys, grasp new information faster, or even hold on to precious memories as you age. If you've ever felt that frustrating mental fog, struggled to concentrate, or wished you could just remember things more clearly, then you're going to want to hear how this ancient herb might offer some very modern support. So, let's picture how memory actually works inside your amazing brain. Think of your brain as the world's most complex, superpowered computer. But instead of silicon chips, it's made up of billions upon billions of tiny nerve cells called neurons. These neurons don't just sit there, they're constantly talking to each other, sending electrical and chemical messages back and forth. When you learn something new, like a friend's phone number or how to ride a bike, it's not stored in one single spot. It's like creating a brand new pathway, a pattern of connections, between specific groups of these neurons. The stronger and more stable that pathway becomes, the better and easier you remember it. That phone number becomes effortless to recall. But forming these pathways, and especially keeping them strong and accessible over time, is hard work. It requires good blood flow to deliver oxygen and fuel, like glucose, to those busy brain cells. It needs the right chemical messengers, called neurotransmitters, to be flowing smoothly to carry the signals. It relies on the neurons themselves being healthy and able to grow new connections, a process called neuroplasticity. And crucially, it needs a calm environment. Too much inflammation in the brain or chronic stress can literally scramble the signals and weaken those memory pathways, making things fuzzy and hard to retrieve. It's like trying to build a sturdy bridge during a storm with poor materials and not enough workers. This is where Gotu Kola, known scientifically as Centella asiatica, steps onto the scene like a wise, gentle gardener for your brain. Traditional healers didn't have fMRI scanners, but through careful observation over centuries, they saw that people who regularly consumed Gotu Kola seemed sharper, more mentally resilient, and had better recall, especially as they got older. They called it the herb of longevity and fountain of life for the mind. Modern science is now uncovering the remarkable why behind these observations. The secret lies in unique compounds found primarily in the leaves, called triterpenes. The most important ones for your brain are asiaticoside, madecassoside, asiatic acid, and madecassic acid. Think of these triterpenes as the plant's special toolkit for nurturing your neurons and boosting your brain's memory machinery. So, how exactly does Gotu Kola use this toolkit to help your memory? Let's walk through it step by step. First and perhaps most fundamentally, Gotu Kola is a champion at enhancing blood circulation, and that includes blood flow to your brain. Your brain is an energy hog. It uses about 20% of your body's oxygen and fuel, even though it's only about 2% of your weight. If blood flow is sluggish or restricted, those neurons don't get enough oxygen and nutrients. It's like trying to run a high-performance computer on a weak battery. Gotu Kola's triterpenes help strengthen the walls of your blood vessels, making them more flexible and resilient. They also seem to help widen these vessels slightly, improving overall blood flow. Better circulation means a better supply of oxygen and glucose is delivered to those hard-working neurons involved in memory formation and recall. It's like upgrading the power supply and delivery trucks to the brain's memory headquarters, ensuring the workers have everything they need to build and maintain those crucial pathways. But Gotu Kola doesn't just deliver the supplies, it also helps the brain build better memory infrastructure. This is where its impact on neuroplasticity comes in. Neuroplasticity is your brain's incredible ability to change, adapt, and form new connections throughout your life. It's the foundation of learning and memory. Gotu Kola's triterpenes, particularly asiaticoside and asiaticoside, have been shown to stimulate the production of key substances that support neuron growth and health. They boost levels of important neurotrophic factors, especially nerve growth factor, NGF, and brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. Think of BDNF and NGF as the brain's own special fertilizer and maintenance crew. They encourage neurons to grow new branches, dendrites and axons, form new connections, synapses, and strengthen existing ones. They also help protect neurons from damage and keep them healthy and functioning optimally. By ramping up BDNF and NGF, Gotu Kola essentially helps your brain build more robust, efficient, and resilient memory pathways. It's like giving the construction crews in your brain better tools, more materials, and clearer blueprints, making the memory networks stronger and easier to access. Now, let's talk about the calming effect within the brain. Chronic stress is a major enemy of good memory. When you're stressed, your body pumps out hormones like cortisol. In small doses, cortisol is fine, even helpful. But when stress is constant, cortisol levels stay high for too long. High cortisol is toxic to the hippocampus. That's the seahorse-shaped region deep in your brain that's absolutely critical for forming new memories and retrieving old ones. It can actually damage hippocampal neurons and shrink this vital area over time. Cortisol also interferes with neurotransmitter function, making it harder for neurons to communicate effectively for memory tasks. Gotu Kola has been traditionally classified as an adaptogen. Adaptogens are special herbs that help your body adapt to stress and bring things back into balance. Gotu Kola helps regulate the body's stress response. It seems to support the adrenal glands, which produce cortisol, and help prevent cortisol levels from spiking too high or staying elevated too long. By modulating this stress response, Gotu Kola protects the hippocampus from cortisol's damaging effects, creating a more peaceful environment where memory formation and recall can happen smoothly. It's like installing a sophisticated climate control system in the memory center, protecting it from the damaging storms of chronic stress. Another way Gotu Kola protects your memory is by acting as a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agent within the brain. Low-grade, chronic inflammation is increasingly recognized as a culprit behind many brain health issues, including cognitive decline and poor memory. Inflammation in the brain can damage neurons, disrupt neurotransmitter balance, and interfere with signaling. Similarly, oxidative stress occurs when there's an imbalance between harmful molecules called free radicals and your body's antioxidants that neutralize them. Free radicals damage cells, including neurons, through a process like internal rusting. Gotu Kola's triterpenes are potent fighters against both inflammation and oxidative stress. They help reduce the production of inflammatory signaling molecules in the brain and boost the activity of your body's natural antioxidant defenses, like glutathione and superoxide dismutase. By calming inflammation and mopping up damaging free radicals, Gotu Kola helps shield your precious neurons and their delicate memory networks from harm, preserving their function and longevity. It's like hiring a top-notch cleaning and repair crew to constantly maintain the memory pathways, preventing decay and blockages. We also can't ignore the potential link to neurotransmitters. These are the chemical messengers that neurons use to communicate with each other across the tiny gaps called synapses. Several neurotransmitters are vital for memory processes, including acetylcholine, often called the memory molecule, glutamate, key for learning and synaptic plasticity, and GABA, which has a calming effect, reducing anxiety that can interfere with focus and memory. While research is ongoing, there's evidence suggesting Gotu Kola may positively influence the levels or activity of some of these neurotransmitters. For instance, some studies point towards it potentially inhibiting the enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine, which could lead to higher levels of this crucial memory chemical being available in the brain. By supporting a healthy balance of these key messengers, Gotu Kola helps ensure the communication lines within your memory networks are clear and efficient. You might be wondering specifically about aging and more serious conditions. Research on Gotu Kola is particularly promising in the context of age-related cognitive decline and conditions like mild cognitive impairment, MCI, and even Alzheimer's disease. While it is not a cure, studies suggest its multi-pronged approach, improving blood flow, boosting neuroplasticity via BDNF, reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, protecting the hippocampus from stress damage, can help slow cognitive decline and improve memory performance in older adults. In Alzheimer's, harmful proteins like amyloid beta build up and form plaques that disrupt neuron function. Gotu Kola's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant actions, along with some research suggesting it might help reduce amyloid beta accumulation and protect neurons from its toxicity, make it a valuable supportive agent. It's about creating a healthier brain environment that's more resistant to damage and better able to maintain function. So, how do you actually use Gotu Kola to potentially boost your memory? Thankfully, it's quite versatile. Traditionally, the fresh leaves are eaten. In many parts of Asia, you might find Gotu Kola leaves tossed into salads, blended into smoothies, or used as a garnish. They have a unique, slightly bitter, grassy flavor that some people enjoy straight, while others prefer mixing them with other ingredients. You can also make a simple Gotu Kola tea. Take a teaspoon or two of dried Gotu Kola leaves, available online or in health food stores, pour hot, not boiling, water over them, cover, and steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Strain and drink. For a stronger effect, a decoction can be made by simmering 1 to 2 tablespoons of the dried herb in 2 to 3 cups of water for 10 to 15 minutes, then straining. Due to the taste, adding a little honey or lemon is common. Because consistency is key for cognitive benefits, many people find standardized extracts in capsule or tablet form the most convenient and reliable way to get a consistent dose daily. Look for products standardized to contain a certain percentage of triterpenes, often 8 to 12% asiaticosides or total triterpenes. Tinctures, liquid alcohol extracts, are another potent option, with drops usually added to water. Topical creams containing Gotu Kola are great for skin health but won't directly benefit memory. You need to consume it to get the brain effects. Aim for regular, daily use over weeks and months to experience the potential cognitive benefits, rather than expecting an instant fix after 1 cup of tea. It is absolutely vital to emphasize that while Gotu Kola is a powerful and promising natural ally for brain health, it is not a substitute for professional medical diagnosis or treatment. If you or a loved one are experiencing significant memory loss, confusion, or other concerning cognitive symptoms, it is crucial to see a doctor to rule out underlying medical conditions and get appropriate care. Gotu Kola works best as a supportive strategy within a comprehensive brain-healthy lifestyle. This includes eating a nutrient-rich diet, think Mediterranean style, lots of veggies, fruits, fish, olive oil, nuts, engaging in regular physical exercise, which also boosts BDNF and blood flow, getting sufficient quality sleep, essential for memory consolidation, staying mentally and socially active, challenging your brain with puzzles, learning, conversation, and effectively managing stress through techniques like meditation or yoga. Think of Gotu Kola as one valuable tool in your overall cognitive wellness toolkit, helping to optimize your brain's natural potential. Regarding safety, Gotu Kola is generally well tolerated by most people when used appropriately. However, there are important considerations. Because it can have mild sedative effects, it might cause drowsiness in some individuals, especially at higher doses. Be cautious if driving or operating machinery until you know how it affects you. Some people might experience mild digestive upset or skin reactions. Crucially, Gotu Kola can potentially interact with certain medications. It might enhance the effects of sedatives, anti-anxiety drugs, or sleep medications. There's also some evidence it could potentially interact with medications metabolized by the liver, like some cholesterol drugs or antidepressants, due to its effects on liver enzymes. If you are taking any prescription medications, especially for diabetes, cholesterol, anxiety, depression, or sleep, or if you have liver disease, it is essential to consult your doctor or pharmacist before starting Gotu Kola. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should generally avoid medicinal use of Gotu Kola due to limited safety data. Start with a low dose to assess tolerance if you are new to it. As always, source your Gotu Kola from reputable suppliers. So, why consider adding Gotu Kola to your routine? Because investing in your cognitive health, especially your memory, is investing in your quality of life, your independence, and your ability to fully engage with the world around you. Imagine feeling more mentally clear and focused throughout the day. Picture being able to learn new skills or absorb information more easily. Think about recalling cherished moments or important details without that frustrating mental scramble. Consider the potential to support your brain's health as you age, helping to maintain your sharpness and memory for longer. The benefits of Gotu Kola, from enhancing blood flow and neuroplasticity to calming inflammation and stress in the brain, all converge to create an environment where your memory can truly thrive. It's about gently nurturing your brain's innate capacity to remember, learn, and adapt. This unassuming plant, revered for millennia as food for the mind, offers a fascinating bridge between ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience. If you're looking for a natural way to support your memory and overall cognitive vitality, Gotu Kola is certainly a herb worth exploring. Talk to your healthcare provider, find a quality source, be patient and consistent, and see if this fountain of life for the brain can help you unlock a clearer, sharper, more memorable future. Your brain is always working for you. Giving it some Gotu Kola-powered support might just be the thoughtful boost it deserves.